everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Studio. Welcome back. I am starting a new project, and so today's video is going to be a little bit of a process video or a craft along, but I am going to show you how I assemble some of the ephemera that's going to go in here. And my project will be using the digitals from Ephemera's Garden, and this one is called Autumn Realm. And I love the owls in it, of course I love the owls. A little bit of whimsy with the crowns going on inside there, and it's, you know, instead of leaves, there's these beautiful, beautiful blossoms and big mushrooms. Just really love this burgundy running through it. You know, that's why I've got the covers here. Jewel tones, basically, is what's in here. Really think it's so fun. So fun. Little squirrel. He's got a little crown too. A little bird. So yeah, this is just going to be fun. And even though this is called Autumn Realm, it really is a rather timeless, I think. You know, they do have these jewel tones, but I think because of the mushrooms and the blossoms and the whimsy that's going on here, I just think it's a little timeless. So I love it. So here is, I think this is going to be part of the cover, you know, so far. I'm using envelopes to make this journal with, and I've covered the inside with a nice heavy fabric, and the outside as well. The outside is actually a very thin, not thin, fine it's a corduroy, but it's very fine, so that it feels really, feels neat, feels different, feels, you know, smooth. Isn't quite as bumpy as, you know, big cords in a corduroy. It's very fine. So anyhow, I love it. So anyway, we're going to do some, we're going to use paper clips, and we're going to make tuck spots out of these paper clips. And I saw this idea over at Treasure Books about a week ago, and I'll link her video down below, and you can kind of see how she decorated hers. But basically, this is how it's put together, and I've seen other people do the same thing, and I just thought I'd try this idea. And what it is supposed to do is, if you have your journal page, you're supposed to be able to just clip it over, and now you can use this as a bookmark if you want. You can use this as a tuck spot. Say you have like a photo or something you want to tuck in there. It's great for any kind of ephemera you want to take in and out, or it can just be there and be something pretty to look at. And on both sides, then they're decorated. So it's just a really pretty addition, I think, to a journal. Now, when I went to make mine, hers was very simple in that she folded over, you know, pieces of paper like this and built it up. But she wasn't using directional prints. So when you use a directional print, one side is going to be upside down and one side's right side up. And the papers I wanted to use, one was this cute little mushroom paper. I wanted to be able to see the mushrooms up and down on both sides of the pages, and the same was true with this other one. So what I ended up doing was figuring out a way that I could do that. So I meant to cut these in half, and I'll be right back. So I have them cut in half. I have my two sides. And yeah, if I simply folded my paper, then one side would not be the right way. So I'm going to just simply use good old washi tape. Yes. Now you wouldn't have to use washi tape necessarily. You could use a strip of paper, and you can get like maybe like a 1/2 inch strip of paper and crease it and fold it in half, and then do the same thing that I'm going to be doing to the washi tape for it to work. I also found that this pattern does the best if you use a thin paper clip, kind of little skinny. Like the ones that I got at the dollar store were really thick, and you know, it can be done, but it's not, I don't think it looks as nice as a thin one. Thin one is not quite as lumpy. So I'm just gluing these together here and leaving just a hair between the two different pages, just so it can bend nicely. There you go. Like that. So voila, now you've got it the right side on both sides. Then you just simply take your paper clip, clip it right in there inside the middle, and you're going to want to cover the paper clip. So I'm going to use this paper here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it off here. And I want to be able to show my mushrooms on both sides. So tear it off here on this side. Now, I think it'd be fun to make this with 2 or 3 layers that were all torn. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I just wanted to show, you know, mushrooms on the paper there. So that's why I did that. So I hope everyone is doing well. I plan to be going out to visiting my daughter and grandson soon, and I am so excited. I can't wait. I haven't seen them since the end of January, I believe, was the last time I was up there. And so I'm, you know, I got some N95 masks, and I am flying on Delta, which is still leaving until the end of October. They're still leaving the middle seat opened. Trying to be as wise as I can, but I have got to see them. I really do. It's just not the same videoing chatter. So here we go. Now we're just going to take this and glue it over that. Very easy, very simple, and that hides your paper clip. And so whatever you do from here on out is decorative. Well, this is probably a little bit more functional. I apologize for the lawn care people, but you know what? When you live in Florida, somebody is always getting their lawn cared for. All right. So that's that little part over there. Alrighty, so we're ready to decorate. Put a few snippets on here. Now, you could put so many things. You could put lace. You could actually put a piece of lace, like a final layer, like that. I don't know. I guess the options are really endless. But I'm going to put on this little piece of fabric to kind of pick up that mushroom down there. You know, working with all these mushrooms, I am just starting to really get into the mushroom mode. Starting to really enjoy it. I have not worked with them before, not this much anyway, so I've been fussy cutting mushrooms like mad. So yeah, this kit has mushrooms and blossoms. What a neat combination, right? Okay, there we go. There's this side of it, and then on the back side I'm going to put down this little forest definition. That'll be really something to look at on the opposite side. There we go. So I have these little guys all done. I think I made yeah, I made 4 of them. They turned out really cute. So that is one set of ephemera that I'm going to be putting into here. And then the second set, I am doing slides because everyone's doing slides, right? I know Tracy Fox's one on slides was really good. You know, doing it on your own with a square punch. And I don't have a square punch. So what I have to do is I have to do it by hand. So these slides also come from Ephemera's Garden, and I think they're part of her cottage digital kit. So what I have to do is do this by hand. Oh boy, somebody's excited. Let's see if somebody gets them quiet. I have to do it by hand. So what I do is I come down and, buddy. Oh, lawn people, delivery man, my. We are just really busy here today. I cut down to the middle, to the from the middle down to the very point, and cut down there, and then I kind of grab it with my, not hard enough just to cut it, but I just snugly grab it with my scissors, spin it around, and then I can cut right along there, and then kind of do the same with this. So this is the easiest way that I have found to do it, but I'm telling you, I'm almost tempted just to buy a punch just to use it to do this with, because that is so much easier. But this works. So we've cut out the slide. And I'm just going to quickly ink around here a little bit. Fast, fast. Now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the slides yet. So I'm not going to do any more embellishing on them. But you certainly could do quite a bit. You could put you know, put a little eyelet in there and hang it, you know, by something with a string or something. Then I print off some two-sided paper. Of course, you can, you know, if you have two-sided paper, that's great. One side had the lines and the other one had sort of a background to put the image over. And so I'm going to glue this then to here, like so, and then in the back there'll be a writing spot, which will look really cool. And I'm not going to put acetate down, although that would really, I do like working with acetate and making them see-through, but I think this time I am simply going to glue it onto another piece of cardstock like so. Glue in my flower. Yep, I was happy to see that some of the, quite a bit of the ephemera that I have has this beautiful burgundy going on in it. There you go. And so now you have a little slide that you can use to write on the back of it. As well as look at the front. Now what I also like to do is I like to round off the corners a little bit, and that also I like to do that with the things I just made here. I didn't do that yet. I like to use the small setting on the We Are Memory Keepers rounder, and I just like that little extra corner taken off. You do not have to have the rounder. It looks effective too if I would just go through here and do this. This also kind of gives me a slide feel, as I remember them being a little, not totally square, cornered edge, but a little bit rounded edges. So there are my little slides all ready to go in. So the next time I am working on a way to put on a topper with a safety pin on top of a tag. So I'm going to be sharing that the next time around. So I appreciate so much of you viewing today, and hope this gives you some ideas for your own. Like, you know, the size of these, I forgot to say, they don't have to be this large. Of course, they can be half this size. They can be any size you want. I just went ahead and made them large because I really liked the fact that they would sit and, you know, be a decoration on the page as well as a tuck spot. So you can make these any size. So thanks for viewing, and we'll talk to you later, and I'll continue to work on my envelope journal, and hope to see you around.